What's up, everybody? Yeah, so we had a problem today. One of my jobs here, so we had a heater that was set on high. It was a kerosene heater, one of those wick burning kerosene heaters on site. Yeah, so if you guys can tell, some of these walls are like sooted. You know, they got soot on it. Yeah, so like I said, you know, heater was left on high, started creating smoke, accumulating some smoke. So some of these walls are just black, you know. So we went ahead and we broomed all these walls down. You know, luckily this mud hasn't been sanded just yet. So crews on their way to sand all these walls up. You know, majority of this stuff is not bad. Just had a very thin film, very light film of the soot. You know, we tried different solutions to try to clear it up. Some things work better than others. We opted for just sweeping the areas, you know, all the walls and such. So this is what we're gonna go with. You know, most of these rooms are fine. Mainly is just condensed in this here area. So I'm hoping that we could, you know, do 2-3 coats of primer on here. Sand, you know, dry in between coats. But let me show you guys what happened here. So, you know, this is the aftermath. You know, I mean, you know, obviously was burning too high. You know, situation. But I mean, you know, if this has happened to anybody, you know, go ahead and let me know what happened, how you guys, you know, fixed such a thing. You know, we did a little bit of primer on here, but just to see what, you know, what kind of what to expect, so to speak. But yeah, we're feeling pretty, you know, fairly good about moving forward with the process. Only time will tell. We're going to continue with the process, and we're just going to go ahead and, you know, like I said, we already swept up the floor, the walls. You know, so that's like I said, you know, just hoping for the best turnout. So yeah, I mean, things happen, you know, accidents happen, of course. Yeah, so interesting stuff, you know. So hope you guys are being safe and always know what you're doing out here.